by just a few years, but still simply remarkable. And Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream resonates more than ever as Barack Obama puts the final touches on his inaugural address. And joining me now, award-winning writer and New York Daily News columnist Errol Louis. We were speaking with you yesterday as well, Errol. There's just something about seeing this entire platform set up, seeing all of the chairs and knowing how badly people want to hear from Barack Obama today that really changes it compared to yesterday, at least for me. What are you thinking as we take a look at these pictures right now of this huge setup in preparation for the oath of office and then, of course, his inaugural address?
Well, everybody's busy down here. Clumps of I assume they're National Guardsmen wearing camouflage on every other corner. The vendors are out. And all throughout the city, you know, even at this early hour, you see people out, and what's striking to me is that there's so many families that are out. You know, people who packed up everybody in the minivan, drove them down here. People, parties still going on. You know, I was leaving my hotel this morning around 4:30, and the parties were still going strong in the lobby. So it's just a gigantic celebration. They've brought the town basically to a standstill for this very important occasion.
Hey, Errol, inauguration addresses, as you have recently said, are, quote, designed to announce a new president's intentions in politics in a way meant to echo through the ages. What are you expecting to hear from this inaugural address today, said to be some 20 minutes long? And as we understand, he's written the bulk of it in his own hand.
Well, you know, it's interesting because the bar is set so high. He's delivered so many great speeches. I think for a lot of people, we're hoping it'll be splendid and magnificent and one for the ages. Even if it's not, it'll just be very good. What I'm expecting to hear is him really announcing what the early agenda is going to be, especially on the economy, to also signal in his role as leader of the free world to the Western nations in particular, but to the world at large, that a new day has arrived and a new tone in international relations. And then, of course, there's the hard politics, trying to get Congress on board with a legislative agenda. And I think he'll try and do all of those things, as well as appeal to history, appeal to the ages.
Another idea, something that you brought up before as well, was that Barack Obama needs to calm the nation, to reassure people that we're in it for the long haul. And, you know, you say that that's what FDR did as well in his 1933 speech. When we talk about sacrifice and being in it for the long haul, specifically, what are we looking at as a nation?
Well, I think the main thing he's going to be asking people for is patience, that it's going to take some time to do this, that not all of the 3 million jobs he's promised to create are going to materialize, you know, at 1 o'clock this afternoon. So he's going to be asking people to bear with him, to continue tuning in, you know, because I think one really important part about this administration, I think, is that they're going to try and explain their strategy in ways that the average person can understand. I think he learned, as did we all, that first bailout plan the Bush administration did, where they didn't explain anything to anybody. It didn't calm the markets. It didn't calm the populace. Consumer confidence continued to dive. One of the biggest tools that the president's going to have in his arsenal is going to be to reassure people, but also inform them. And I think that will start today.
Well, it certainly seems to be a sense, Errol, that people are willing to give him the benefit of the doubt and allow him some time to get some of his programs up and running. But patience is a virtue in the best of cases. We'll see how virtuous the American people are.
What'll be interesting, John, if you see 2 million people out on the mall, that's the number of people who need jobs. I think that'll really dramatize it for the rest of the nation.
Yeah, they will.
And after they're done waiting in line all day today, their patience will certainly be tested as well. Yeah. So it's twofold. Errol Louis for us this morning. We'll be checking in with you throughout the morning. Thanks.
As we mentioned, people already arriving on the National Mall. They were here at 3 o'clock in the morning, and our Jim Acosta is out there with them. Jim, how many